There have always been people who claim the mantle of virtue while hiding something darker, who cry, "Peace, peace," while sowing division and war, who preach law and order while trampling justice, who say, "Jesus is Lord," yet betray his commandments with their contempt for the least of these. But the truth is not erased by false appearances. In time, every hidden motive is revealed. There's a common thread that runs through nearly all of Jesus' parables, a warning and a promise that in the end, a separation will take place. The wheat from the tares, the sheep from the goats, the wise from the foolish, the sincere from the false. In each of these parables, there is a moment of reckoning. The wheat and tares grow together until the harvest. The net gathers fish of every kind until it's drawn ashore. The wedding feast fills with guests until the king enters and sees who's wearing the garment of sincerity. These stories urge us to look in the mirror and ask whether the condition of our own hearts is in alignment with the truth, because only a sincere heart is worthy of God's kingdom. It's actually a message that cuts across every religion and every age. Not everyone who says, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of God. Because the kingdom is not a membership club. It's not something you join by inheritance or birth or mere confession. Citizenship in the kingdom is an exalted condition of both the individual soul and, once established on earth, of collective humanity. It's the state of being that emerges when truth governs the heart and justice governs the world. Now, Jesus never said to love your religion over others. He never even said to love him in so many words, only that to love the weak, the hungry, the imprisoned, the vulnerable, was to love him in deeds. He said, "I was hungry and you fed me. I was sick and you visited me." His command was not loyalty to a specific creed, but fidelity to the spirit of love, love for God, love for humanity, and love for the truth. So, if the truth ever stands in opposition to your religious doctrine, choose the truth, because God is not confined to a human religion. The spirit of truth is larger than every doctrine, every temple, every name. Every religion has its wheat and its tares. Every age has those who call upon the name of God, but secretly worship their own authority, their own power, their own image. And so, in every age, there comes a separation, a revealing, not because God delights in our humiliation, but because truth cannot remain obscured forever. Light exposes what's hidden in the darkness. The Baha'is under the covenant believe that we're living through the end of a grand 6,000-year cycle called the Adamic cycle. Within that cycle, there have been several such periods of reckoning in which a new manifestation of God appears, a great prophet who brings a new light that forces a reorientation to the sacred. But now we're at the close of a great cycle, and things are accelerating. The world's systems, political, economic, and religious, are being tested. The false and the true are being sifted. Institutions built on hypocrisy are crumbling. Religious and secular ideologies built on personal ambition are collapsing under their own weight. And within each of us, that same separation is taking place. The higher self and the lower self. The sincere and the pretender. the voice of conscience, and the voice of narrow self-interest. These are being divided as never before. Now, this is not the end of the world. It's the beginning of a new one. The kingdom of God is emerging, and it starts in hearts that refuse to be deceived. Those who love God, by whatever name they call him, those who love humanity, and those who love the truth, are recognizing one another beyond their labels. These are the vanguard of a new planetary civilization built not on power, fear, and control, but on the truth. But those who hide behind the name of their religion, whether Jew, Christian, Muslim, or Baha'i, while secretly nursing their own ambition, guarding their blind prejudices like treasures, mistaking pride for piety, will find that same light they claim to follow now reveals what they truly are. That light will burn away pretense. It will strip away hypocrisy. It will show whose hearts are open to the truth, whose are hardened against it. And as the parables promise, the harvest will come. The net will be drawn. The door will be closed. And only those who have built their faith upon the rock of truth will stand. Not everyone who says, "Lord, Lord," will enter the kingdom of God, but those whose hearts are aligned with the truth, whose love is active, and whose faith is sincere. This is not a threat. It's actually an invitation to return to sincerity, to live as if every moment matters, as if every choice were seen by God, because it is. If you're ready to explore these truths more deeply, the prophecies, the parables, and the plan for a just and unified world, visit schooloftheland.com. There you'll find a free course that traces the story of God's covenant through history and how it all leads to the kingdom on earth that's already beginning to unfold.